Good morning to all the students. In today's session, we are going to deal with one of the important topics in the tree concept, and this particular concept is very important with respect to the theory point of view as well as from the competitive examination point of view also, right? So the concept we are going to discuss in today's class is the binary tree traversal. We have gone through the concepts of trees, right? Trees we are done, and we know what is a binary tree. Can anybody tell me what is the difference between the tree and the binary tree?
There is no restriction on number of children in trees, sir. But in binary tree, at most 2 children to each.
Super, right. What is the next restriction we have? What is the next
In
difference?
binary tree, the children should be in order, sir, either left or right.
Okay,
But in
right.
tree, there is no
Super, right. So in the binary trees, the left and right ship trees are designated, but in the trees we don't have such type of designations, right? That means we say that the binary trees, the nodes are in the order. Right. So after discussing the tree and the binary tree, we are going to discuss one of the important topic, that is the tree traversal. So can anybody tell me what do you mean by traversal? This thing we have seen while discussing the terminology related to the trees. So please tell me what do you mean by traversal?
Visiting every node, sir.
Super, right. So visiting every node in a specific order is called as the traversal. So it is nothing but you just visit each and every node in the tree, that is called as the traversal, but you need to follow some specific order. That means you need to follow some rules. Such type of visiting each and every node based upon some specific rules, we call it as the traversal. Right. So in the binary tree we have 3 types of traversal techniques, and let us go with what is the reason for traversal? Why do you want to visit each and every node? Can anybody tell me what
To
is the
search,
reason?
sir. To search
Okay.
or to sort.
Okay, to perform a search operation, we will go with the traversal. Okay, anything else?
Addition and deletion also, sir.
Sorting also, sir.
Sorting. Okay.
Print the elements.
Okay, to print the elements. Okay, that is one of the best example. Right. So
Insertion and deletion, sir.
insertions and deletions. Okay, whenever you want to, actually for the insertion and deletions we are not going to visit each and every node, right? We will see how we are going to insert the element in the binary search tree. But remember that traversal is something where you need to visit each and every node in the tree. But for the insertion and deletion, we are not going to visit each and every node, right? So insertion and deletion may not come under this traversal techniques. But if somebody asks you write a C program to print all the elements of the binary tree, then you need to go and visit each and every node, and once you visit the node you should print that the information part present in that node, right? So that is one application area where you will make use of these traversals. Whenever you want to print the information that is present in the binary tree, you need to perform a traversal. Similarly, whenever you want to perform a search operation also, you will be you will not traverse each and every node, right? You will not visit each and every node. Once you reach the element which you are searching for, then you will stop the iteration, right? So there also we are not going to perform the traversal, but for example, assume that the search element is not present in the binary tree, then you will be performing the traversal. That means you will be visiting each and every node where it is considered as a traversal, right? So one of the important application where you will be using this traversal is whenever you want to print the information related to the binary tree, or whenever you want to count the number of nodes. For example, assume that your binary tree consists of some 15 nodes, and you just want to write a program where it will just return the value which is equal to the number of nodes. In such operations or in such applications, you have to visit each and every node, and then we will call it as the traversal technique, right? So right now we are clear about what traversal is, visiting each and every node in a specific order is called as traversal, and we know why we are doing this traversal. It is a very important operation in the binary tree where you apply this traversal technique when you want to print the information present in all the nodes of the binary tree, and similarly when you want to count the number of nodes in the binary tree, you will be doing this traversal techniques, right? And coming to the types of traversals, the binary tree supports majorly 3 types of traversal techniques. One is the pre-order traversal. One is called the pre-order traversal, and the second one we call it as the in-order traversal, and the third one we call it as the post-order traversal, right? Let us have a brief discussion on this, what this pre-order, in-order and post-order traversal is, right? So let us draw an example of a binary tree. So let us take the root node like this, and let us assume that this is the left subtree and this is the right subtree. Right. When I represent it as left subtree and right subtree, you can assume that there exists another set of nodes here also, right? Like this, something like that. So this is how you need to assume when I put it as the left subtree and right subtree, right? So there are majorly 3 parts in any binary tree. The first part is the root node, the second part is the left subtree, and the third part is the right subtree. Am I right or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So based upon which node you are visiting first, or which node you are processing first, based upon that particular step, you are classifying the tree traversals into 3 things. The first one is the pre-order traversal, second one is the in-order traversal, and the third one is the post-order traversal, right? Majorly we will consider when you are processing the root node, at what place you are processing the root node. That is based upon that particular processing of the root node, we are dividing the binary traversals into 3 techniques, that is in-order, pre-order and post-order. So for example, if I am processing the root node as the first step, then that is called as pre-order traversal. And when I process the root node in between this left subtree and right subtree, that is called as in-order traversal. And when I process the root node as the last processing element, that means after processing the left subtree and the right subtree, I am going to process the root. In such case, we call such type of traversal as the post-order traversal, right? So the classification of binary tree traversals, we are clear that it is based on the position at which you are processing the root node. When you process the root node before the left subtree and the right subtree, it is called as the pre-order. When you process the root node in between, that means after left subtree and before the right subtree, it is called as the in-order traversal. Whereas if you process the root node after processing the left subtree and the right subtree, we call it as the post-order traversal. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So coming to the pre-order, and remember one important point you should remember here is you always process the left subtree before the right subtree. You never process the right subtree before the left subtree, right? So this is the convention they are following. So everything, in every concept, you will have the processing of the left subtree before processing the right subtree. So left subtree is done first, and then we will be doing the right subtree. That is the rule you should follow, right? So what is pre-order? First we have to process the root node. I am representing it as RT, and then what is that you have to do? You have to process the left subtree followed by the right subtree. And similarly in the in-order traversal, what is the order we have? The root should be processed in between the left subtree and the right subtree. Therefore initially you have to process the left subtree, and then you process the root node, and then you traverse the right subtree. And coming to the post-order traversal, can anybody give me the post-order traversal technique?
Right subtree.
No,
left
no,
subtree,
never tell
Left
sir.
right subtree.
Left. Left subtree, right
Ri-
subtree, root.
Right, you have to traverse the left subtree and then the right subtree, and finally
Right
you have to
root.
process the root node. So you can see here the root is processed as the first element, therefore it is called as pre. Pre means before. So if you process the root node before LST and RST, we call it as pre-order. In means within the order. So if you process the root node in between the left subtree and the right subtree, we call it as the in order. And if you process the root node as the last element of the processing, that means after the left subtree and right subtree, we call it as the post. Post means after. So root is processed after their subtrees. Is it clear up to this point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So we'll see a few examples on these in order, pre-order, post-order traversals. Before that, let me go through some of the important introductory concepts related to this tree traversal techniques. Almost every point we have discussed in this particular topic, but let us go with the slides also. So we have many binary tree operations, and they are supported by performing the traversal of a binary tree. Right. For example, you want to print the information part of the binary tree, you will perform a traversal. For example, you want to count the number of nodes in the binary tree, you will perform the traversal. So traversal is a very important operation that it is supplemented to perform the other operations. Right. So when you go to the exact definition of the traversal, we will say that visiting each and every element exactly once. We are saying that here it is exactly once, but it is not mandated, right? The concept here is you can visit, that means you should not leave any node. You have to visit each and every node of a binary tree, then we call such type of operation as the traversal operation, right? So why do we use this traversal? Means during the visit of an element, you can perform any operation or any action you can perform, such as you make a copy of a node, or you display the element, the information part, or you evaluate the operator. We have a concept called as expression trees, which we will be discussing after this trees concept. In that, when you visit the node or when you visit the root node, you are going to evaluate the operator. So such type of operations or such type of actions are supported when you traverse the tree, right? So traversal always supports these type of actions, like making a copy, display, evaluation of the operator, counting the number of nodes, searching for an element. All these things is supported by the traversal, right? So on the binary tree traversal methods, as I told that there are three categories of binary tree traversals. The first one is the pre-order. So the root of the subtree is processed first before going into the left then right subtree. So we will process the root node, then we traverse the left subtree, and then we traverse the right subtree. And coming to the in order traversal, after completing the processing or traversing of the left subtree, the root is processed followed by the processing of the complete right subtree. Therefore, the processing steps are left subtree followed by the processing of the root node followed by the right subtree. And coming to other traversal technique, we have post order traversal, where the root is processed only after complete processing of both the left and right subtrees respectively. First you have to process the left subtree only, and then you have to go for the right subtree. So the processing steps that are involved in the post order traversal are left subtree, right subtree, and then the root, right? So these are the major binary traversals that are supported in the binary trees. And other than this, we have other traversal technique which is called as the level order traversal, right? Actually this level order traversal, we will come across this traversal technique in the graphs concept, but we can make use of this level order traversal in the trees also. But never ever expect the level order traversal question to be asked in the binary tree traversal, right? So you will get questions from this pre-order, in order, and post order only. There are very few others that are discussing this level order traversal under the concept of binary trees. right? Otherwise this concept has to be discussed under the graphs concept, right? So what do you mean by level order traversal? Do you have any idea by looking at that particular term, level order?
Processing by using levels, sir.
Right, super, right? You are going to process the nodes with respect to levels. You are not considering the root node, you are not considering the left subtree or the right subtree. You are just considering or visiting the nodes with respect to levels. For example, I have the nodes like this. So first I will process this one, and then the next level nodes will be processed from the left to right, and then I process the next level nodes from the left to right. This is how we follow the traversal technique in the level order traversal, but don't concentrate on this particular level order traversal, right? We are not going to bother about this thing. We are more concerned about the pre-order, in-order and the post-order traversal only. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is a programming snippet for the recursive implementation of the pre-order traversal. Very simple, right? This is one of the important concept you should remember, right? Somebody will ask you, write a recursive method for the pre-order traversal of a binary tree, right? So here you are taking the, what is this one? Pre-order, it is the name of the function, and this is the return type, and here you are going to take the root node. So the input to the pre-order, post-order and in-order traversal is nothing but a pointer to the binary tree node, which is a structure here, and this is the pointer to the structure. This is nothing but the root node. And here you are just going to check whether the root node that is passed as the parameter to the pre-order function is null or not. So if the root node is null, what does it mean? If the root node is null,
There is only one and only node in tree, sir.
no, it is not one and one, only one node. If the root node is null, nothing is there, right? It is an empty tree. So if it is an empty tree, then you cannot do any traversal. So you can perform the traversal operation whenever you have sufficient number of nodes. That means whenever you have a binary tree, you can perform such type of traversal operations. So if the root node itself is null, then you can assume that the tree is not present. There are no nodes in the tree. In such cases, you cannot traverse or you cannot perform any traversal operation. So if the tree is not equal to null, then only you are going to do these operations. What is the first operation you are doing? You are just visiting the T. So visit means you can either print the node or something else, right? So you are visiting the root node, that means you are printing the root node, and after printing the root node, you are going to apply the pre-order traversal for the entire left subtree. So this is how you access the left subtree. T arrow left child, that means from the root pointer, from the pointer to the root node, I make use of this arrow operator, which is a member access operator, and I am going to access the left hand side pointer, right? So this is the pointer to the left child, which stores the address of the left child. That's it. So the root's left child is traversed, is processed. So once this particular pre-order of the left child of the is processed, then it will again go and revoke this one, pre-order of binary tree of T. Now let us, what happens to this T? Is it the root node or is it something else?
Root left child, sir.
So this becomes super. This becomes the root of left child or left subtree, right? Again you will check whether the root of the left subtree is null or not. If it is null, you will just skip it. If it is not null, you again visit it. That means you again print that the root of the left subtree. Again pre-order of T of left child, that means root of left subtree, right? For example, I take a node like this, I take a tree like this. So initially at the first iteration this becomes the t, that is the root node, and in the second iteration I am calling the preorder function with t of left child, therefore this becomes the t, this node becomes t. After visiting, that means after printing the root node, again I am calling the preorder function with t of left child. So what is t of left child? This node. So like that I traverse the left subtree first, right? Before traversing, what I am doing? I am just visiting the root node. So once this preorder of left child is completed, then I am going to call the preorder of the right child, right? It is again t of right child. Now tell me, what is this t? Is it the t here or is it the root node t?
Root node t, sir.
Right. So we are going to process the right child or the right subtree with respect to this preorder. That's it. Right. Very simple function. When you implement the traversals using the recursive technique, it is a very simple function, but the tracing of the program is somewhat complex. That's it. Otherwise, the logic that is involved for the implementation of the preorder traversal is a very, very simple topic. Is it clear up to this point?
Is clear, sir?
Clear, sir.
So let us see these examples later, but let me complete the theoretical part of the preorder, inorder and postorder. Right. So coming to the recursive implementation of the inorder traversal, the code remains as it is, similar to that of a preorder traversal, but we need to change the name. And what is the parameter that we are giving to this function?
Root node.
Root node, which is nothing but a pointer to the tree structure, right? So if t is equal to null, this time where I have to visit the tree, where I have to print the root node, I have to process the root node after processing the left child or the left subtree. Am I right or not? So,
Yes, sir.
so I am going to call the inorder traversal recursively for processing the left subtree. So once I process the left subtree, that means once I have reached the last part, then I start visiting the root node. Once I visit the root node, the third step is you have to traverse the right subtree. So traversing is you will make a function call to this inorder with the root node of the right child. That is nothing but this is right subtree. So once you traverse the left subtree, you visit the root node, that means you print the root node and then again you traverse the right subtree, right? So you might have observed the terminology that I am using, right? When I am processing or when I am discussing about the left subtree, I am using the term traversing, right? Similarly, when I am using the right subtree, I am using the same term traversing. But when I am discussing about the root node, I am saying that it is processing. Processing means either you print it or do some operation on it like that, right? But traversing means you are not going to print or do something, you are just traversing, you are just visiting, that's it, right? So you should remember these terminology differences. So the left subtree is traversed first, then the root is processed, and then the right subtree is traversed. So this is traversal, this is processing, and this is traversal. So coming to the last one, post-order traversal, the recursive implementation for the post-order traversal is similar to that of the other functionalities, but here you need to change the name of the function. The parameter remains the same, which is nothing but the root node of the tree. And first, what is that you have to do it in the post-order traversal? You have to first traverse the left subtree. So I am going to call the post-order traversal recursively to traverse the left subtree. After traversing the left subtree, I am going to traverse the right subtree, right? So once I traverse the right subtree, I am just visiting the root node. So this is first step, traverse the left subtree, traverse the right subtree is the second step, and printing the root node is the third step. Right. Is it clear up to this point?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes,
So
sir.
once we are done with this introduction concepts. We are done with these theoretical concepts. Let us go with an example part and we'll see how we can traverse a given binary tree either in the pre-order, in-order or post-order traversal. Right. So let us take to this one. Are you able to see the screen, window, word screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So let us take an example binary tree and we'll try to process it in the post order, pre order and in order traversal. So what are these circles?
Notes, sir.
We call them as nodes, right? What are these lines?
Edges.
Edges. Right. What are these numbers I am giving?
Data, sir.
Elements.
Yes, it is the data, or else we can call it as the name of the node also, right? Anything is okay. So the 10 is stored inside this node, or we can call it as the node number 10, like that we can call, right? So when you observe the diagram, when I am drawing the diagram, you should be very careful. As I told that the binary tree, while drawing the binary tree, you should clearly make a distinction between the left subtree and the right subtree, or the left child or the right child, right? So you can observe here that 20 is placed as the left child, therefore you have to separate it or you have to incline that node towards its left hand side. And similarly, when you draw 30 as it is the right child, you have to make a line or you have to make an edge that connects between this 10 and 30 somewhat inclined towards its right hand side, right? And one more thing you should be very careful here is, you can observe here that the node 10 is at level 0. Am I right or not?
Yes, sir.
And these nodes 20 and 30 are at level 1. You can observe here that 20 and 30 are in the same level, right? So somebody will have a practice of drawing like this. 20 is with a short leg and 30 will draw like this. And if I draw like this, what happens here is you may get confused that this 30 and 40 are in the same levels, right? So while drawing the binary tree itself, you should be very careful that the left child and the right child should be clearly distinguished, and similarly the nodes that belongs to the same level should be carefully drawn in that level only, right? Don't extend it. So by looking at this third level or the level 2, I can simply say that 40, 50, 60 are in the level 2. Similarly 70, 80, even more clearer way also I can draw, but here you can observe that 80, 70 are in level 3. Similarly 90 is in the next level, that is level 4. So these 2 points you should be very careful. One is regarding the left child and the right child, and the second one is while drawing the nodes at the levels. All the nodes that belong to the same level should be represented diagrammatically in the same level only, right? Is it clear up to this point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So let us take this example binary tree and let us see how we are going to process the pre-order traversal. And remember that every traversal in the binary tree should start with the root node only. Every traversal should start with the root node only, but the way or the order in which the root is processed may differ. That's it. So that's why we have 3 different types of traversals: pre-order, in-order and post-order. But remember that whether it is a pre-order or in-order or post-order traversal, always begin your traversal operation from the root node only, right? So how many steps are there in the pre-order? How many steps are
3,
there?
sir.
3 steps.
3, sir.
Right. What is the first step? Visit or process the root node. What is the second step?
Traverse the left.
Traverse the left subtree. And what is the third step? Traverse the right subtree. Right. So as the initial processing, right, as we are in the initial stage of doing this pre-order, post-order in-order traversal. I just want to make you that every node should be processed all these 3 steps. Am I right or not? So the 10 has to be
Yes.
processed with these 3 steps, and similarly the 20 has to be processed with these 3 steps, and 30 similarly this 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 and 30. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Right, thank you. So let me draw these notations 1, 2, 3 with the pencil marks, right? And whenever I process each and every step, I just strike it off to have an idea of what next step has to be processed, right? So as I told that every traversal always starts with the root node. So take a pointer T that points to the root node. Let us assume that we take a pointer that is pointing to the root node. Right. So you start the processing at the root node. So what is the first step that has to be processed?
Visiting the tree, sir.
Visiting the root. So let us take the visiting the root node as printing. Right. So when the T is pointing to the root node, you visit the root node. The first step is visit the root node. So you print it as the output and you strike it off. What is that node you have to print it? The node number is 10. So 10 is printed and the first step is strike it off. So after visiting, what is that you have to do? Second step. We are left with second step. What is the second step here?
Left sub, traversing the left subtree.
Traversing the left subtree. So traversing means you have to change the pointer value. You have to change the pointer value. So after marking this pointer to point to its left subtree, root of the left subtree. What is the left subtree of 10?
20,
What is the left subtree of 10?
20, 40, 50, 20.
It's not 20, it's the root. 20 is the root of the left subtree. But when you consider the left subtree of 10, you have to consider all these nodes. So the left subtree of 10 is 20, 40, 50, 80 and 90. Similarly, what is the right subtree of 10?
30, 60, 70.
30, 60 and 70, right? So when you are processing the root node as the left subtree, that means when you traverse the left subtree, you are just making the pointer to move to the root of the left subtree. That is what traversing is, right? So once you do it, you strike it off. And again, what is T pointing to? To what node it is pointing?
Left subtree, 20.
Yeah, give me the node number.
20, sir.
20, right? So how many steps are pending with this 20? All the 3 steps are pending. So you do perform the first operation or first step. What is first step here? Visiting the root node. That means printing the root node. That means you just print it. And after you print it, you just strike off the first step. Now go to the second step. What is second step saying? You have to traverse the left subtree. Traversing means you change the pointer from this root node to the root of its left subtree. So what is the left subtree of 20?
40, sir.
40.
40,
Right.
sir.
And what is the root node of the left subtree of 20?
40.
40. So again you change this, and since it is processed, you just strike it off. That's it. Now my T is pointing to the node number 40, and I am left with all the 3 steps at the 40. So you perform the first step, which is printing the root node. As I am going to print it in the output, and I just strike off this first step. And after this, go to the second step. What is the second step saying?
Traversing left.
Traverse the left subtree. But is there any left subtree for 40?
No, sir.
No, right? So you just strike it off. Nothing to do. Why? Because there is no left subtree, and I cannot move this pointer T that is pointing to 40 to the left subtree, as 40 does not have any left subtree. And after this, what is that? T is pointing to again 40. What is the third step we are left with?
Traversing right subtree.
Traversing the right subtree. Is there any right subtree for this one?
No, sir.
No. So you just make a cross over it. So you are done with all the 3 steps at node 40. So once you are done with this one, you just backtrack it. So once you are done with this one, you go to this previous node. So T is pointing to which location now?
20, sir.
20. How many steps I have processed at 20?
2 steps, sir.
2 steps. What is the third step that is left over here?
Traversing right subtree.
Traversing right subtree. So traversing means, is there any right subtree for 20 or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you have to change the pointer to point from this 20 to the root node of the right subtree of 20, which is nothing but 50. So my T is pointing here. Since I have processed this one, just strike it off. Is it right or not?
Yes, sir.
Now the T is pointing to node 50 and I have 3 steps pending at 50. According to the first step, I have to print the root node. So print that root node. 50 is printed. Strike it off. And second one is traversing the left subtree. Right. So you change the pointer to point to this root node of the left subtree of 50, which is nothing but 80. So at 80, I am left with 3 steps. The first step is printing the root node. So I print it as the output and I have crossed this first step. And at the 80th node, what is the second step? You have to traverse the left subtree. So traversing the left subtree means the 80 does not have any left subtree. So you just make a cross over it. And the third step is traversing the right subtree. So you make modification to this pointer such that it is pointing to the node 90 and just you strike it off. And here at 90, I have to process the 3 steps. That is, I have visited the root node. That means I have printed the root node. Strike it off. And there is no left subtree to traverse. Strike it off. There is no right subtree to traverse. Strike it off. Right. So I am done with all the 3 steps at 90. So I have to go to the previous node. So my T is pointing to 80. And again check whether all the steps has been processed at 80 or not. Since all the steps has been processed at 80, you go to the previous node of 80, which is T. The first and second steps for 50 has been successfully completed, but the third step has not been completed at this 50. So you do it the third step. What is the third step here?
Traversing the right subtree.
Traversing the right subtree. Is there any right subtree over here?
No, sir.
No. So you just make a cross over this. Sorry. Once you are done with all the 3 steps, go to its parent node. T is pointing to 20. Here also I have done, I am done with this 20 also. I have completed all the 3 steps. So go to its parent. What is the parent of 20? It is 10.
10.
At 10, I am done with the first step and the second step. But I am left with the third step. Right. So according to the third step, you have to traverse the right subtree. Therefore, you make the pointer to point to the this one. And you make a strike off this one, right? So it is your choice whether you strike off these 3 after traversing the entire right subtree or whatever it may be, right? So once I visit the right subtree, I am just striking off. I'm just crossing it. But sometimes or some others or some experts may follow a situation that once you process all the elements from the right subtree, then only I will make a cross, right? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So my T is pointing to which node here?
30, sir.
30.
30, sir.
So 30 is left with the 3 steps. Therefore, according to the first step, I have printed the output and I have crossed this one. And the second step is traversing the left subtree, strike it off and make the pointer T pointing to this 60. And at 60, I am left with 3 steps. So according to the first step, I just make a, what is this one? Print to the output. And then what about the left subtree? Is there anything to do with the processing or traversing the left subtree at 60?
No left subtree.
No, right. So what you will do is you will just strike it off, and then at 60 I am left with the third step, right subtree. That means traversing the right subtree. So I make the pointer to point to this node and you just strike it off. So at 70, the first step is printing the root node. I am done with first step. Second step, traversing the left subtree, no left subtree, just strike it off. And the third step, traversing the right subtree, just strike it off. Why? Because 70 does not have any right child. So once you are done with these 3 steps at 70, go to its parent. At 60 also I am done with all the 3 steps. Go to its parent. At 30 also I am done with 2 steps, right? So I am left with the last step, that is traversing the right subtree. But 30 does not have any right subtree to traverse, therefore you just put a strike here. And after performing the 3 up steps at the node 30, you just visit the parent of 30, which is the 10. Now at 10 also you have reached the root node, and at 10 also you are done with all the 3 steps, right? So you can observe here that all the nodes has been processed with all the 3 steps, that is visiting the root node, traversing the left subtree and traversing the right subtree. So once you reach this position, whatever order you get, that is considered to be the pre-order traversal. So the pre-order traversal of the given binary tree is 10, 20, 40, 50, 80, 90, 30, 60 and 70. Is it clear up to this point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So shall we go for the in-order traversal with the same technique?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So this for example, if you practice more and more examples, there is no need to write these steps at each and every node. You just look at this diagram and then you will just write it on this part. That is how you practice, right? So practice makes you perfect. So once you practice with more and more examples, you can do it with a simple technique, right? So let us go with the pre-order or post order or in order. Choice is yours.
In order.
Order, sir.
So let us go with the in order traversal, right? So we'll speed up the process. So what are the 3 steps involved in the in order traversal?
Traversing the left.
Visiting the left subtree.
Left subtree, and then traversing the right subtree, and then visiting the root node, that is printing. So the
First order
first
is-
step is left subtree.
Root and then right
sorry,
side.
sorry. Thank you. So in order traversal means you have to visit the root, that is you print the root node, and then you have to traverse the right subtree, right? So this is second step and this is third step. So as in the previous example, I just put the marks. So these are the tracking parameters I have. Whether I have completed with all the 3 steps or not, I am just making a track of it by putting these steps over each and every node. That's it. Right. And you please mark it with a pencil mark. Right. So as I told that the every traversal technique should start with the root node. So I take a pointer such that it points to the root node, which is 10, and I start processing. Right. What is the first step here? Traversing the left subtree. Traversing means what is that I told?
Visiting.
It's not
Visiting the
visiting.
node.
Visiting is not visiting. Visiting means you are going to print or you are going to do some operation. Traversing means you just keep on moving from one node to another node. That's it, right? So in this example, since the t is pointer, the t pointer is pointing to the root node. If I come across the traversal of left subtree, that means I should make the t pointer to point to the root node of the left subtree. That's it, right? I just want to move the pointer. That I consider it as the traversing, right? So the first step is traversing the left subtree. Therefore strike it off, and you make the pointer to point to this location, right? So what is the t is pointing to now?
20, sir.
20. What is the first step?
20 left, sir.
Traversing the left subtree. It is not visiting the left subtree. Okay, terminology is very important. So you traverse the left subtree. What do you mean by traversing? As I told that you have to change the pointer, right? So you change the pointer t such that it is pointing to the left root node of the left subtree of 20. So it is completed. Now at 40, what is the first step?
Traversing left, sir.
Since there is no traversing of the left subtree, that is there is no left subtree, you just make a strike of this first step, right? After processing this one, what is the second step I have here? Visiting the root node. So I print the root node. What is the root node I have to print here? T is pointing to which node?
40, sir.
40. So 40 is printed as the output. Now I am done with the second step also. What is the third step?
Traversing the right, sir.
Traversing the right
right
subtree.
subtree.
Since there is no right subtree for 40, you just make a strike of this third step. So once you are completed with all the three steps at the node 40, you have to make this pointer to point to its parent node. So the parent of 40 is 20, and at 20 I am done with only one step. I am pending with the two steps. Right? What is the second step here? Printing the root node, right? Root node means where this t is pointing, that becomes the root node. That's it. So printing the root node means I want to print this 20 here. So I am done with this second step, and the third step is traversing the right subtree. Traversing means you have to make the pointer to point to the next node, right? So I just move this pointer to point to this 50. Now at 50 I am left with three steps. What is the first step?
Traversing left, sir.
Traversing the left subtree. So you make the pointer to point to this location, and I am done with first step here, right? Similarly at 80, what is the first step? Traversing the left subtree. Since there is no left child, you just strike it off. And what about the second step? You have to print the root node. So 80 is printed. So second step is done. What is the third step? Traverse the right subtree. So you make the pointer to point to this location or the 90 node, and this is done with the third step. And since t is pointing to 90 and I am left with three steps, 1 2 3 here. The first step is traversing the left subtree. Since 90 does not have any left subtree, you just strike off this one. Second one is visiting the root node, therefore 90 is printed. Third step is visiting the right subtree. Since 90 does not have any right subtree, just make a strike of it. So once you are done with all the three steps, you go to the parent of this 90, which is 80. Here also I am done with the three steps. Now I go with the parent of 80, which is 50. Here I am left with, I am completed with only one step. I am left with two steps, right? So according to step 2, you need to print the root node. So 50 is printed, and The third step is traversing the right subtree. So since 50 does not have any right subtree, you just make a strike of it. Once you are done with all the 3 steps, move the pointer to the parent of 50, which is 20. Here T is pointing to 20 and it is completed with all the 3 steps. So you move the pointer to its parent. Backtracking, we call it as backtracking. Right? So T is pointing to root node 10. And 10 is completed with the first step. That means the left subtree is completely processed. You can see here. And the second step is visiting the root node. Therefore, I print the root node 10. I make a strike over here. And the third step is visiting the right node. So I strike it off and I make this pointer T pointing to the node 30. At 30, I am pending with 3 steps. The first step is traversal of the to the left subtree. So strike it off, make the T pointing to this location. T is pointing to 60. Here the first step is traversal to the left subtree. Since there is no left subtree, you just strike the first step. And the second step is visit the root node. So you print 20 here and you strike off this step. And the third step is traversing the right subtree. So according to the traversal, I need to move this pointer to point to this next node.
Sir, it is 60 no sir.
60, sir.
Yeah, sorry. So it is 60. Right. So 3 is also completed here, and here the left subtree is not present. Strike it off, and visiting the root node means print the 70 and strike it off, and traversal of right subtree is not there. Strike it off. So once I am done with this node, you go to the parent of this 70. Here also I am completed with all the 3 steps. Okay, go to the parent of this 60, which is 30. Here I have performed only one operation, right, and I need to go with the second step. So print it, 30 is printed, strike it off, and the third step is not valid. Why? Because it does not have any right subtree. Strike it off, and now move the pointer to its parent. Here all the 3 steps has been completed at the parent also. So once you are done with the root node also, you will get the required series of nodes which is equivalent to the in-order traversal of the given binary tree. Right. So the in-order traversal of the given binary tree is 40, 20, 80, 90, 50, 10, 60, 70 and 30. Is it clear up to this point?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So shall we complete the post order traversal? Right. Coming to the post order traversal, as you know, what are the 3 steps that are involved for the post order traversal? So for the post order traversal, we have the 3 steps. That is, the first step is we have to traverse the left subtree, and then the second step is we have to traverse the right subtree, and finally the third step is you have to visit the root node. Visiting the root node is nothing but printing. So we'll trace this particular post order traversal by these 3 steps from this example only, right? So we'll take the 3 steps in order to have an identification of how many steps I have processed for this particular node, right? Here the 3 steps for 50, and the 3 steps for 60, and the 3 steps for 70. Similarly the 3 steps for 80, and here we have 3 steps. As I told that every traversal should always start with the root node. So I take a pointer T pointing to root node 10 and I start the processing. So the first step is traversing to the left subtree. So I strike it off and I make the pointer T pointing to this, the left subtree, root node of the left subtree. So t is pointing to 20. As the first step, I have to traverse to the left subtree. Therefore, I just strike it off and then move the t pointer to point to the 40. And at 40, the first step is traversing the left subtree. Since there is no left subtree, I make a just strike it off here. And then the second step is visiting or traversing the right subtree. Since there is no right subtree, again you just make a strike of this second step at 40. And the last step is 3, which is the printing of the root node. So I print the root node 40 and make a strike of this third step. And after processing the 3 steps at the root at 40, I move the pointer t to point to the parent of 40. So now my t pointer is pointing to 20 and I'm done with the first step. But the second step is traversing to the right subtree. Traversing means, as I told, that you just strike off this one and you make the pointer t to point to this the root node of the right subtree of 20, which is 50. So my t is pointing to 50 location. Now again the first step of the 50 is traversing to the left subtree. Therefore I strike it off and I make the pointer to move to this node 80. So at 80, the first step is traversing to the left subtree. The left subtree is not there, so just you make a crossover this first step. And the second step is traversing to the right subtree. So I make a strike off this second step and then I move the t pointer to point to the right subtree root node, which is 90. So my t is pointing to 90. At this position, the 90 we are pending with the 3 steps. Therefore the first step is the left subtree. Since there is no left subtree for 90, just make a strike off here. And then the second step is traversing the right subtree. Since there is no right subtree, just make a strike off here. And the last step is visiting the root node. So by visiting the root node, I just print that root node and strike off this step at 90. And since I am done with the 3 steps at 90, I move the pointer to point to the previous node, which is nothing but the parent of 90, which is 80. At 80 also I am done with the 3 steps, right? So in this step, what I will do is I will make the pointer to move to this parent of the 80, which is 50. But at 50, I am done with only the processing of the left subtree. That means I have traversed the entire left subtree. You can observe here 80 and 90 are done with the 3 steps. So the second step is traversing the right subtree. So since there is no right subtree for 50, you just make a strike of the second step at 50. And the last step I am done, I am pending with this 50 is printing the root node. So I print the root node, I strike off this third step, and then since everything is completed at 50, I move the pointer to point to this parent node of 50, which is 20. So my t is pointing to 20 at this location, and I am done with the left subtree and the right subtree. You can observe here that the left subtree 40 is processed with the 3 steps, and the right subtree 50, 80, 90 are processed with all the 3 steps. So I am done with the traversal of left subtree and the traversal of the right subtree. The last step is visiting the root node. So I print the root node and strike off this third step at 20. Since everything is completed at 20, I move the pointer to pointing to the root node, that is 10. Now I am done with the entire processing or the traversal of the left subtree at 20, at 10, right? Now the second step is I need to traverse the right subtree. So for traversing, I make a strike off at this 10 and I move the pointer t to point to 30. So t is pointing to 30 and the first step at 30 is visiting or traversing the left subtree. So make a strike here and move the pointer t to point to 60. So t is pointing to 60, and as the first step I need to traverse the left subtree. Since there is no left child or left subtree for 60, you just make a strike of this first step, and the second step is traversing the right subtree. So strike it off and make the pointer to point to the right child of 60, which is 70. So T is pointing to 70, and according to the first step, I need to traverse the left subtree. Since there is no left subtree for 70, just make a strike of this first step, and the second step is traversing the right subtree. Since there is no right subtree for 70, just make a strike of this second step, and as the third step I need to visit the root node. So I have visited the root node by printing it as the output. So the third step is also completed. Since all the three steps at 70 is completed, you have to move the pointer to its parent. The parent of 70 is 60, and at 60 my T is pointing, and at 60 the two steps are completed, and the last step that is pending is visiting the root node. So I print the root node and I just make a strike of this third step. Since everything is completed at 60, I move the pointer to point to the parent of 60, which is 30. Now my T is pointing to 30, and I am done with the first step, which is the traversal of the left subtree. Right here you can observe that 60 and 70 are completed with all the three steps. So left subtree is completed. Now according to the second step, I need to traverse the right subtree. So since there is no right side for 30, I just make a strike of this second step, and the third step is you have to visit the root node. So 30 is pointing to 30, T is pointing to 30, and therefore this becomes the present root node. Therefore I print it as the output and I just strike it off. And finally, since 30 has been completed with all the steps, I move to the root node, and T is pointing to 10. Since I am done with the left subtree and the right subtree traversals, the last step is visiting the root node. Therefore 10 is printed, and just strike off this one. Since everything is completed, each and every step, the left subtree traversal, right subtree traversal, and root, printing the root node, is completed at each and every node we have in the binary tree. So the post order traversal which we get, right, so there is a mistake here, 40 followed by 90, and then we have 80 here. Right, we are missing it. Right. So the post order traversal is 40, 90, 80, 50, 30, 70, 60, and this is not 30, this is 20, and this is 30 and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right. 9 nodes are completed. So the resultant order after processing the entire three steps for each and every node in the binary tree, the resultant sequence of nodes is the post order traversal, which is 40, 90, 80, 50, 20, and then we have 70, 60, 30 and 10. Right. So this is all about the tree traversal techniques. So in this class we have discussed the three techniques. We have started our discussion with what a traversal of a binary tree means, and then we have discussed why do we require the traversal of a binary tree, and then we have discussed the three types of binary traversals and on what basis the traversals has been classified. All these things we have discussed. After that we have gone through the recursive methods for implementation of this in order, pre-order and post-order traversals, and finally we have gone through a beautiful example of by taking a binary tree and by making and implementing the pre-order, in order and post-order traversals. Right. So this is end of today's session. Thank you one and all.